What up, what up, what up? All right, what's good, y'all? All right, y'all. Welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls Remastered. And we're in a doozy of a spot right now. We're in the Crystal Cave. And it's fucking annoying. The situation I'm in is like a lose-lose, god damn it. So we're gonna try to navigate this together. See if we can make some sense of all this. It's like it ain't been very fun trying to navigate this Crystal Cave, but it is what it is. Lenny, what's good, my brother? How you doing? Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Welcome in. Lonzo, what's good, brother? How you doing, man? Alright, we got no messages yet. I'm chilling, Lonzo. Just, trying to have some fun, you know what I mean? Switching it up a bit. What's up with you? What you been up to, bro? Alright, let's, And again, guys, this is Let's Play Dark Souls Remastered, and we're in the process of going to the Crystal Caves. And it's been a journey, to say the least. These Crystal Caves has been giving me everything I can handle, and that's okay. I'd expect nothing less from these games. Alright, so I want to go back and save Logan, but for me to do that, I have to get past these sweats over here. Lost you again in the NFC Championship? That's crazy. Oh, we got a Chancellor up there. We got to be very careful with that. $20-30, damn. You guys are putting in work. Lenny, you said you had some questions, brother. What's on your mind, bro? Alright, so we gotta move. Oh, you motherfucker. Well, we gotta go up. And we gotta move some shit around. Jesus Christ, this fucking Chandler. Alright, let's take it easy here. Back to Falcons and just got another ring. Damn, bro. You're putting in work then. Hold on to that, you bish. I wonder how I get to that chest over there, bro. There's a chest sitting right there. No backstab, bro? Like, what's up? No backstab. That makes me sad. I only got 3 Estes flags. That's not gonna help me. These guys are brutal. Alright, we got nothing over here. Alright, let's go on up. I've got to go much higher. Alright. Thing is, that's going to take me all the way up. And I don't want to do that. How many new games you would get this year? I mean, that's a good question. It depends on what comes out. I like to play a broad, like, spectrum of games. I don't like being stuck to one game. Oh, this motherfucker's gonna take me out. Run for your life. Yeah, I love playing a bunch of games. He's not dead. Yeah, so that's a question I wouldn't be able to answer right now, bro, because I still don't know, like, what games are coming out still. But there is one game in particular that I'm looking forward to, and that's it's called the Dust Bloods. You know, I'm gonna get like the Maddens. I'm gonna get the college football when they come out this year. You know what I mean? Those customary games. One game I'm never buying again. I'm never buying a an NBA 2K ever again. It's just over for that for me. It's a wrap. That last NBA 2K was horrible. But I'm looking forward to the Dust Bloods. I'm looking forward to Wolverine. I'm looking forward to Fable. What else? Resident Evil 9, that's coming out, I think, next week sometime. That's gonna be pretty cool. I'm actually gonna stream that, you know, in its entirety. So yeah, that's some stuff to look forward to. There's definitely some stuff to look forward to. All right, so if we move over here, you'll notice that there are more platforms down here, right? So we're gonna take a leap of faith. Hopefully we land on this platform. Oh, I missed it. Of course. Do you buy games in PlayStation or online? It depends. It really depends. So like, when it comes to PlayStation games, I usually buy them like in store, because PlayStation, for me at least, it's about the exclusive games, like the God of Wars, the you know, and name a game that comes out only on PlayStation. So I would buy those games physically. But when it comes to other shit like Madden and stuff like that, I'll buy it online, you know what I mean? But when it comes to certain single player games, I like owning a copy of it, the physical disc. I don't know, it just gives me, you know, it's got like that nostalgia factor to it. You know what I mean? Because everything's digital nowadays, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, I remember when I was a kid, buying a new game was like very like personal and it felt magical. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, it's like we lost that because everything comes digital, you know what I mean? And not only that, you know, if you buy your games online, there's always a chance that they'll remove that game from online, and then you lose that game forever. Like legit, it's been happening. There are games on the PS3 store that you'll never get access to again. So, and physical media as a whole, like the way we consume our music, and you know, it's where everything, the way we consume our movies, you know, we went from Betamax to VHS, if you guys are old enough to remember that, to DVDs, to Blu-rays, and now everything's digital. You know what I mean? So it's like, there's something to be said for having those things, like having the collection. That's I think it's a relic nowadays, you know, and you know, that's unfortunate because these are things that we're never gonna see again. You know what I mean? Where my souls at? Oh, they're right here. All right, there's a cool set over here. If I could avoid that plank. Oh, we made it. We made it. Yeah, so I think and then not only that, you know, I remember growing up as a kid. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, NYC. Proudly so. Proudly New York also. And I remember there were game stores everywhere. Everywhere, you know, you would go to the toy store. So back in the days, a lot of the toy stores sold the video games, and the video games would have like a small corner in the toy store. And back in the early 90s, video games were still huge, but I think like the Super Nintendo, the PlayStations, they made video games like super famous. Where a lot of the you know, back in the days, the video game store was very niche. You know, before EB Games and Best Buy, there was something called Funko Land, and that was like where you would buy games and trade them in, and you know, stuff like that. So once PlayStation came around, N64, console gaming blew up. because those were the first consoles that gave semi-arcade quality gaming. So everybody had to have a console after that, right? But I remember as a little kid, like 6, 7 years old, going to the local toy store and there only being a small section with a small glass case, and that's where the video games were. Now it's everywhere. But with the advent of streaming and, you know, and just services in general, the Steam store, PSN, Microsoft Shop, and all that stuff, you know, the art of collection is gone, and that's very sad, man. That's very sad, because, you know, video games in general have a long, you know, the history is very long. You know what I mean? And people don't know that. Video games have been out since like the early 70s, late 60s, early 70s. You know what I'm saying? And like, there's just so much culture and history and development and, you know, just innovation that's being lost due to streaming. You know what I mean? And, you know, I get the comfort of streaming and like the portability, but it's really killing the medium, if I'm being honest, bro. You know, gaming is never going to be the same because of streaming, you know? And when I say streaming, I don't say this. I mean, like, you know, buying the game online, and music is streaming also. Like, you could get your song, you could have a membership to iTunes, you know, and have access to every song ever made, basically, you know what I mean? So, yeah, call me a no-head, but that's how I feel. Long rant to say I only buy a few games a year. That's it. You know, I buy the games that mean the most to me. I'll buy physical copies of them. You know, like the Dust Bloods, when that comes out on the Switch 2, I'm going to buy a physical copy of that. When the 3D Marios come out, like Mario, I think they're doing Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. I'm going to buy those. You know, that's just how my brain works, at least. But I'm excited for the future of gaming, though, because we're getting a lot of the innovation back, right? And gaming fans, we've spoken our piece when it comes to like the microtransactions in video games, and you have more studios taking more risks in creating quality games, you know? So all in all, I can't wait to see what happens next. I'm starting to finally get that nostalgia and magic feel back from gaming, and that's been missing for a long time, man. I think this. Oh, these two Cobra dudes can be nasty. They're taking a lot of damage, though. I don't know why. All right, we got him out of here. I appreciate that, Lenny. I appreciate that. But yeah, man, you know, I remember the only reason why I don't have a crazy gaming collection is strictly due to financial issues. You know what I mean? So I remember, you know, growing up, I had it rough. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? Like, my parents did the best they could. My grandparents did the best they could. And I had everything I needed. I didn't always have everything I wanted. So when everyone was playing PlayStation games, I had a crazy Super Nintendo collection. You know what I mean? I remember I didn't get a PlayStation until freshman year in high school. But at that point, it was out maybe 3 or 4 years. But I remember my Super Nintendo collection was something mean. Right? But I've always liked going to the EB Games. Back then was GameStop's big competition. EB Games has since went out of business. But there was GameStop and there was EB Games. And I remember I would buy a game, beat it, and then trade it in. You know, just to get like a little bit of a value back for it. And I regret that, because there were so many classic games that I've beaten and traded in for pennies to the dollar that I could have just kept, you know. But I'm happy to say that my oldest daughter is as much of a gamer as I am, and she has every console and every game I bought her since like the Xbox 360. And that makes me very, very proud and happy to know that, you know? So it's pretty cool because sometimes we go through like her boxes of video games and stuff, and we'll find like the PS Vita, or we'll find like the Wii U and stuff like that, and we'll play it for a few hours, man. It's pretty awesome. All right, let's rescue Logan here.
I'm saved. That makes twice. I must be sure to repay you. I will visit the archive.
Yes, you should.
If I discover any new spells, I shall share them with you. Prepare to be impressed.
That's twice I saved your ass.
Oh, so sorry.
Twice I saved this guy. Got nothing for it.
Hello. I'll head out soon. I wish to lay down my plans before I visit the archive.
Okay.
Hello. I'll head out.
Cool. All right, let's get whatever's back here. Firekeeper soul. Yes, sir. All right, so the Firekeeper soul is very, very important. It does upgrade our Estus flask. That is super important. The Estus flask, if you haven't been following, is the health item that reloads every time we set our bonfire. So what the Firekeeper soul does, it regenerates more. It gives you more HP per use, and that is supremely important. Supremely important. All right, so I'm gonna make this trip back. Run away from all these guys. We got a little bit of a hike. Yeah, we got a little bit of a hike going on. No doubt, Lenny, I appreciate you, boy. But Lenny, you said you had a few questions, man. Let me, what you got in mind, bro? I need a few more souls to level up. Let's see if I have enough. Soul of a hero, this should do it. Oh yeah, we're gonna level up now. All right, we're gonna level up. Endurance, bro, I'm lacking there. I'm definitely lacking some endurance. What else can I do here? Let's reverse my hollowing. Yeah, so I'm treating this streaming stuff is, you know, we all have like dreams of being famous, you know, doing something we like, right? But right now, I just want to play the games I like playing, meet some kick-ass people, and I've met a bunch of great people already, you know, with my short time streaming, right? And I just want to bring like a lot of my gaming experience and nostalgia and, you know, stuff like that, and bring it to people who might not know, you know, what it was to play Sonic the Hedgehog for the first time. You know what I mean? So I'm actually working on a series on the tube. I don't want to say the whole word here, but I'm working on a series called The Games That Raised Me, and every episode I'm gonna be touching on the game and when I first played it, my impact on me, what I was going through in my life. Pardon me. And it's gonna be high production value also, you know. I'm putting a lot of effort into it. I have some people helping me with it. You know, I'm a professional photographer by trade, so we're gonna shoot it correctly. We're gonna light that thing correctly. We're gonna create a great script, and we're gonna just put it out there, and, you know, hopefully someone gets something from it, you know. So that's gonna be every Sundays. I'm working on the first episode now, so hopefully this Sunday the first episode will be posted. And I'm anxious to see what people think of it, you know. I've been gaming for almost 4 decades, bro. That just gives you some insight into, like, 1, how old I am, and 2, how many games I've played, you know what I mean? So it's gonna be I think it's gonna be a pretty cool thing to put that out there, you know what I mean? And every Sunday around noon, I'll be doing a retro live stream, and I'll be playing some old school games. Aiden, what's good, brother? How you doing? Welcome in, Aiden. I actually did a retro stream this past week. I think you guys are there. And Aiden out old schooled me. So yeah. Gotta try not to get hit from behind here. Pause. Yeah, so every Sunday I'm gonna try to put together a retro stream. And I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be more structured this time. I'm gonna, you know, have a game I want to play, and you know, have a few games rather, because I have a cool system that has a bunch of games. You know, I don't want to go further than that. I do pack the punch. Yeah, so I was just telling everybody, Aiden, about this series I'm working on called The Games That Raised Me, and I'm gonna put it out every weekend on the tube. And it's gonna be just, you know, some stories about certain games I played for the first time and what I was going through in life when they came out, and tons of cool, funny stories. You know, some stories are gonna be funny, some are gonna be kind of sad. You know what I mean? Because, you know, when you live 40 years, you know, a lot can happen. You know what I mean? Lazy was good. I mean, Juice was good, my boy. How you doing? Yeah, so I'm really excited about what's to come, and I'm making some tweaks as to how I stream also. So I know I've been playing a lot of Madden and a lot of college football, and I appreciate you guys for coming in and watching me play those games, right? And I don't want to give you guys the wrong impression. You know, like, I know some guys come in here and they only want to watch Madden, or they only want to watch college ball, and I appreciate that. I really appreciate that, and I could understand that. You know what I mean? But I want to be transparent with you guys. I've got to switch it up a little bit. You know what I mean? Because, you know, ultimately, when I first started streaming, I wanted it to be a gaming channel. You know, I didn't want it to be just a Madden channel. And even though Madden means a lot to me, it really does. Like, I grew up playing Madden. I have some of my very best and fun gaming memories are because of Madden. But I also love Final Fantasy. I also love Street Fighter. I also love racing games. I love Dark Souls. You know what I mean? And I think just from the very beginning, I felt like I went about it the wrong way. You know, just streaming Madden and college football. You know what I mean? You know, really looking at it from like a numbers standpoint. You know what I mean? Versus like where I really wanted it to go. You know what I mean? So like, I've been giving a lot of thought the past few weeks, and ultimately I came to the conclusion that I've got to have a balanced split when it comes to the Madden and the rest of the games I'm gonna play. You know, so every week the schedule's not gonna change every week, but you guys will notice that there's gonna be more of an even balance, and I think that helps all of us, because you don't want me to be here grumpy playing Madden. And I don't want to feel like I'm bored playing Madden either. You know what I mean? So I think ultimately, from a mental standpoint and from an energy standpoint, it actually would help the stream, you know? So I appreciate you guys for sticking in. And, you know, if Madden is something that you want to watch 24/7 and you feel like you want to move on and not be here, I totally get that. You know, I appreciate the time that I've spent with you guys. You know what I mean? Just want to put that out there. I can't get mad at anybody for wanting to, you know, follow someone who plays just Madden. You know, I can't do that, you know? But yeah, we're going to get a lot of good things happening soon, and I'm super excited about it. But for right now, I got to get into this crystal cave. And the last time I was in this cave, got my ass whooped. Yeah, got my ass absolutely handed to me. Even though this doesn't need any fixing. Can we kill this? Alright, I'm not hollow. I have humanity here, though. Alright, no doubt in Juice. I appreciate you, boy. I appreciate you guys. Aiden, I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys too, man. Deadass, man. Yeah, Juice. So Madden's not off the table. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be every other day. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's gonna be one day where I'm off, especially nowadays. You know, right now, like, I'm in the wedding off season, so my weekends are pretty open. There's gonna be days where I have a 5-6 hour Madden marathon. You know what I mean? There's gonna be some days where it's like that for Dark Souls or Elden Ring or whatever game I'm playing, right? You know, my thing is, I want to play as many games as possible and share my experience with as many games as possible with you guys. You know what I'm saying? And playing Madden all day just wasn't doing that. You know, yo, dude, like with Madden, right? I've never played Madden ever in my life as much as I've done now. Like never. I've always been the type of dude that like I'll go home, load up a game, play it for like an hour, switch to the next one, switch to the next one. You know what I'm saying? So that's always been my style. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Juice, I appreciate you, my boy. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. And you know, there's gonna be, you know, I'm gonna switch up the content also. You know, like I'm gonna be doing like a lot more like announcing what's coming out. You know, if there are like deals on PSN, PS Plus, I'm gonna let you guys know. You know what I mean? In case you guys don't catch it. For the guys that are on Xbox and the guys who are on Game Pass, I'm gonna let you guys know what Game Pass games are coming out that we can play together. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna start doing that kind of stuff. That way, you know, just building more of like a community. You know what I'm saying? I feel like sometimes, you know, I don't do a good job of trying to make that happen. No doubt, Camden, and that, you know, that's if that works for you, that's beautiful, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've never played Madden ever in my life as much as I have been, like ever. You know what I mean? So like sometimes, like when I'm in the 5th hour playing Madden, I'm like, dude, like, shoot me now. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sound morbid, but that's how I be feeling. You feel me? I feel like when I take time off from Madden, and I come back to it, I feel a little more refreshed. You feel what I'm saying? All right, so there's some shit missing that was here before. There was a golden golem that was here before and it's not here. And if you know Dark Souls games, you know that if it was there before and now it's missing, you fucked up somewhere. You killed someone, you picked up an item, and now that person is no longer going to be a part of your story. So I'm nervous as to what happened. But that's dope, Julian. So you find like the real joy in it. You get what I'm saying? The way my brain works, I can't do that. I can't do that unless I'm like really into the game. You know what I mean? And then Madden's like real skill based. I'm not that good at Madden, but I'm good at studying lore. You know what I'm saying? I'm good at like putting a build together. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna break to Ian. I mean, I like Ian, man. But I can't do it, you know what I mean? I can't do it for anybody but for myself and for us, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like I said, Madden's not going nowhere. But it's gonna be every other day. It's gonna be 3 days Madden, 3 days this or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Now, Elden Ring, I can play Elden Ring all day long, bro. I can play Elden Ring all day long. I got 1,000 hours in Elden Ring. Big facts. Well, yeah, I'm not good at build making, but I'm into it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm interested in it. All right, so we have invisible floors here. This is nerve-wracking shit. All right. Humanity, something we needed. Let's get back on our course. I don't want to get too stuck on these invisible floors because that shit would drive me insane. Looks like we got a drop over here. Yeah, it is trippy, bro. Trippy shit. So these things right here, these butterflies, they look pretty, but they'll take your fucking head off. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna avoid these as much as possible. It's minding its business, it's not messing with us, so we're not gonna mess with them. Cynthia, what's good, girl? Thank you for the love, man. I appreciate you. Oh, Juice, my bad, brother. My bad, brother. Get a, you got a pen right now, Juice? I can put that together for you right now. Just get a pen. Let me know if you got it. Super simple stuff, bro. All right. We got to cross this chasm, this invisible floor. And the thing about it is we got to pay attention to the snowflakes, because you can see some of the snowflakes are falling through. All right, Juice. So here's what you need, right? You need an OBS account, OBS Studio. That's the software, OBS. You need a Twitch account, of course. You need a YouTube Studio account. TikTok, you need one of those, but TikTok is going to be a little complicated at first for you, because you have to go through like an application process. Most times you'll get access to it, but yeah, it could take some time, probably a couple days to a week before they give you access to TikTok Live. So as far as mics, I would say don't go too expensive with the mics at first. You don't need a Shure, you don't need a Rhodes mic. Get you a Fifine mic. Fifine is spelled Fifine. Fifine. You can get you a dope Fifine mic for like $60, 100%. Get that shit on Amazon. I made the mistake of buying a very expensive mic in the beginning. Kind of regret it, because I ended up downgrading to a different mic that actually sounds a lot better. You know what I'm saying? So Fifine, Fifine, Fifine. You're gonna need a good webcam. I would say go with Logitech, or you could get a Razer Kaio Pro. Razer Kaio Pro. Now that one's gonna cost you around $200, but again, Logitech has some great face cams. Just make sure it could produce 1080p or 60 frames per second, no matter what camera you get. Remember, 1080p, 60 frames per second is super important. What else you're gonna need? You're gonna need a good capture card. The capture card is probably what I would probably spend the most money on in the beginning. I've got a $300 capture card. You don't need that. Get you an Elgato capture card. 60 frames per second, 1080p. You don't need 4K. You don't need none of that stuff, right? Because Twitch and YouTube, they only broadcast. No, YouTube, as they've upgraded their output, but Twitch, TikTok, they only output to 1080p. So beginning, get you an Elgato 60X something is called. That's gonna run to like $60-$70. The next thing, lighting is super important. You're gonna need you a good lighting setup, a good LED. Get you a good key light. Key light's like the front light. If you want to get fancy, add a background. That's super easy to create. I could help you with that when we get there. So I think that explains everything. Get you a cheap mic boom arm. I got this boom arm for like $30 on Amazon. You guys don't see the shit. You know what I'm saying? But you're not gonna get any style points off of that. You know, everything needs to be like very efficient in the beginning. You know? What else? If you're gonna play games like Madden on PlayStation, you're gonna need what's called a what's the name of this fucking? It's called a ChatLink Pro. It's an Elgato ChatLink Pro, and that's because PlayStation, like Apple products, they make it so hard for the consumer to be able to do stuff without jumping through hoops. I made a comment yesterday. I was playing Expedition 33 yesterday on Xbox, and the audio was way better on Microsoft. But that's neither here nor there. But if you're gonna play Madden and you want the chat to hear your opponent, you need one of these. It's called a ChatLink Pro. You get this for like $20, and you should be good there, bro. It's a short list. Don't go crazy buying expensive shit. You know what I'm saying? You know. And then, like I said, bro, I'm always here, bro. I'm always here to give tips or whatever. Like, I'm not the biggest streamer, but I at least got like the setup down. You know what I'm saying? And clipping is gonna be the most important thing for you in the beginning, bro. Don't do what I did. The PC, The PC I got, like computer, or the piece called. All right, looks like this path. The PC, the computer, or the piece? I'm confused. The PC, whatever PC you get. All right, the PC, whatever PC you get. You don't gotta go crazy getting you a $2,000 PC, bro. You just need a computer that's able to push the stream out there, right? Get you a PC that has like a 3080 Ti in it, 3080. Like if you want like real quality, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't want no stream stuttering, you don't want like shit like that. At least a 3080 Ti, you're gonna be straight with that. Like that's future-proofing your shit. But get at least a 2070 Ti or 2080 Ti if you need to be on a budget. You know what I'm saying? The PC is only used to push the signal out. You know what I mean? So you don't need to worry about none of that stuff. When I was experiencing slowdown before because I was trying to play PC games and stream. And my PC, as good as it is, TikTok Studio slows up. It takes a lot of bandwidth in your PC. Bandwidth meaning your PC has to like divide stuff, right? So you're gaming, say I'm playing a PC game, right? My PC has to be able to manage the game, the actual game. And you know all these games nowadays are crazy. The PC's gotta manage the game, it's gotta manage TikTok Studio, it's gotta manage OBS, it's gotta manage YouTube and whatever other processes, you know what I mean? Recording, you know, that's another thing that adds bandwidth to your PC. So go with a 3080 Ti. They're super cheap right now. Probably get one for like $700-800. You know, if you could afford that, go for it. You know what I mean? And then if you got bread to spare and you want more, you know, something more advanced, let me know and I'll help you find that. You know, I'm like a PC gearhead. You know, I love me some PC stuff. This is fucking me up. I've got to watch where the snowflakes are falling. Oh my god. Oh, there you go. There goes the gold fucking... I'm gonna fight it on this platform. Come here, you bitch. Ian popped in and dipped. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. Oh, he went along with me. Fucking pussy. All right. That sucked. Yeah, that really sucked. Let's pop one of these. All right, let's go back. Dude, it was slippery, bro. Like legit, that shit was slippery. Yeah, so it's not Logitech. It's Razer Kyle Pro. Or you get a Logitech. The most important detail is that it's a 1080p and 60 frames per second. 1080p, 60 frames per second. You should be smooth as eggs. Oh, I got an item for that. I got something that can help me with that. Prism stones. Let's go, baby. It's like just had a duh moment. There we go. That's gonna mark our path. I know I still charge full speed into them. Fear is a better weapon than my... Fear for you, not them. No doubt, Juice. Hit me up. Hit me up, bro. I'll be around. Bro, do you remember like the old school? You probably don't remember the old school Dungeons and Dragons game. There are a bunch of Dungeons and Dragons video games that came out, and some of them were just like really fucking stupid. You know what I mean? There are some Dungeons and Dragons games that released that are in the they're like in the Diablo style. They're like that isometric type of game. There's even a Fallout game that came out like Diablo style back in the days. Yeah, it was fun. It was a PS2 game. That's how old I am, guys. PS2. Shout out to anybody who's played a PS2. Yeah. I hope your back doesn't hurt. Fact. Am I getting chased? Come on down, you bitch. Can't take that backswing, boy. PS2. You never played a PS2? Oh my god. PS2 was like a magical console, bro. Alright, so we got prism stones here. And what these do, they light up our way. Or do they? Alright, I don't want to go too fast there. Oh, it looks like that gold dude's out of here too. PS3 was revolutionary. So a lot of people don't remember that, or they don't know that the PS3 got its ass whooped by Xbox 360. Because the Xbox 360 had the Xbox Live function. And yeah. PS3's online service just wasn't all that good. I don't even want to search what's over there. As long as that gold dude is gone, I think we're good. I've got 16,000 souls over there, so there's a lot at stake, fellas. We're gonna take our time here. Got your revenge? Yeah, that's a fact. The PS2 is still the highest selling console of all time. But you know which who got them beat out? Take a wild guess. Who got PlayStation beat out? Alright, let's try to slide off these sides, bro. I got my souls and my humanity back. Why they put a message up there? How useful is that? Nah. Nintendo. Nintendo went from Nintendo, Super Nintendo. That was like the highest selling console at the time. They went from Super Nintendo to N64 to Nintendo Game Boy. The Game Boy sold tons of copies. Game Boy Advance. GameCube was meh. You know, GameCube was was pretty meh. Then they went to the Wii U, was sold a fuck ton of consoles. Then the regular Wii sold mad consoles. Wii U was alright. Then Nintendo DS. Cleaned house, bro. I don't know where I gotta go. I think I gotta go back. Yeah, ain't no way back here. I gotta go back. This is creepy shit, bro. What the fuck, man? Don't feel dumb, bro. Not a lot of people know that. I promise you, not a lot of people know that. I know that because I literally watched the video on it. That's how much of a sweat I am. Alright, third time's the charm. I feel like not even going over there. Leave that whole area alone. At least the boss run back ain't that bad. Could be way worse. Oh. We're gonna leave these boys alone. We're just gonna go about our business. Keep it moving. No, leave me alone. Everything aggroes for like mad long here. It's like, relax. Just chill out a little bit, alright? Alright. Third time's the charm. Oh, they're all chasing me. I gotta haul ass up out of here. I'm scared to fucking roll. It sounds like they're still chasing me. Yo, that one fucking golem is chasing me, bro. Like, leave me alone. Before I even go over it, does it even make sense to go down there? Is this the only path? It seems like there's a way down. Am I missing something? No, everything looks alike. No doubt, Aiden. It's fucking slippery. I'm gonna be stuck up here, bro. I'm like so nervous I could shake right now. Oh, you motherfucker! Boy. That's so stupid, bro. No, I might take the easy way out, bro. Go right to the boss. See if I can do that. Yeah, we're gonna go right to the boss, man. Screw him. Let's go, man. Screw all that stuff. I had enough. I had enough. I don't care about the humanity. I don't care about the souls. I don't care about none of that stuff. I lost that anyway. Let's get right to it. Let's get right to it with this annoying ass fucking dragon. If this is indeed how you find them. What the fuck? Am I even in the right spot? Am I being punked? Alright. I don't know what's happening here. Soul of a great hero. I'm like lost. No doubt, Aiden. Yeah, I don't know what the fajita is going on here. I got Soul of a Lost Hero. that's it. This is the boss arena, though. Or at least it looks like it. Last time I faced that dragon, I got my ass whooped. I don't think I'm in the right spot. But we shall find out. All right. So that didn't work. I had to go back. Poor saps. Got frozen. All right. It's a dragon. It's a crystal dragon. So the first encounter up here, right, where I just left, that was the first arena where I fought him. He killed me, and then I ended up in a prison cell. So that was like one of those situations where you have to like really where you have to lose. Almost like what's that grafted scion boss in the beginning of Elden Ring? Where it's like you're guaranteed to lose. It's almost like one of those things. I thought I could be slick and face him going that way, but nah, I gotta go through all this mess. Ah! Alright, but I did pick up some cool items over there, so we're gonna go back, regather ourselves, and fucking see if I can get it this time. It's the path that's killing me, bro. This boss run back is insane. And, you know, these guys are gonna chase me into infinitum. Alright, there's nothing over there. Let's see if I'm missing something over here, though. Maybe, you know. Well, I guess not. It's just a wall. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? The grafted scion. It's like a boss that like you're guaranteed to lose to. That's what that guy was. That Professor Doofenshmirtz. Yeah, 6 arms. Right. If I could just not die from falling. Gravity's been my biggest fucking enemy so far. Gotta be something I'm missing, man. I'm almost guaranteed it's something I'm missing. Oh, look, they put my souls right there for me. Chase time has been a problem, too. Alright. Let's try not to fucking kill ourselves here. So wherever the snowflakes stop, we're good to walk on. All right, we made it to the first part. Again, wherever the snowflakes drop is good to walk on. If you see the snowflake falling all the way to the bottom, it's not good to walk there. Yeah. This is nerve-wracking shit, bro. And then to add on to it, the surface is slippery. Dude, I don't know where else to go. This is a path over there. Because why would there be a sign underneath that? That makes no sense to me. Yeah, there's got to be something I'm missing here. Coolman, what's good, bro? trying to figure out this crystal cave shit. It's like blowing my mind. I gotta look for snowflakes. There are a few over here. Hold up. I see... Yep. I see some writing over there. Yep, you see the writing too, right? Nope. Motherfucker, bro. Try to jump onto the crystal near that. Nah, that's not gonna work. This is how far I can jump. That's the extent of it. There's definitely something I'm missing. There's 100% I'm missing something here. Alright, thankfully the boss ain't too far away, bro. And this is the only way we could get to the damn boss. So once we're down there, we gotta kill his ass. If not, we gotta go through all that again. You know? This is one of the... You know... It is Dark Souls. You know what I mean? So, like, we can't be upset at the fucking mechanics. But this part is fucking annoying my brain right now. Oh, you bitch! I knew better. There's a moth down there, though, so how? If we're trying to build a 6-mile bridge under the ocean, connects from the outside and into the ocean. That sounds crazy, bro. Yo, China's been innovating, bro. Like, the US ain't been doing nothing fucking cool besides taking our tax money. Word. You guys ever see the subways in New York City? Oh my God. Third world countries, bro. Like, China got bullet trains. China got, like, highways that charge your electric vehicle. Like, legit. You could be on the highway in China, and you could charge your car at the same time in certain lanes. The U.S. has some of the worst infrastructure, bro. This guy here. The Thing. That's not going anywhere. You can see whales and sharks above you. That's crazy. Yeah, I could bet it's an authoritarian authoritarian fucking government. So yeah, what they say goes. You know what I'm saying? And they also have like all this social scores and shit. Look at this shit, bro. I'm getting chased by these golems. They have a social credit score, which is fucking not a good thing to have. You know, because they're watching your every fucking move. You know, if you cheat on a girl, that deducts points from your credit score. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Well, North Korea is probably the worst. North Korea is probably the worst of the bunch. Okay, I made it up to here. I don't know where else to go from here, though, bro. This is like... I came from there. This is going down. This continues going down. Is there something I'm missing? It's starting to get slippery. Oh my God, look at this. This whole time, bro. All right, this is nerve-wracking. Caden, what's good, boy? Yeah, North Korea is definitely they got books on North Korea, bro. Andrew was good, bro. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me, bro. Communism, authoritarian countries, yeah. Yeah, man. But I also believe the US puts out a lot of like propaganda. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be like too quick to say these places suck. You know what I mean? They probably suck for us, but we're looking from the outside in. Like I saw a video with African people having a hell of a time in Russia. Like chilling. You know what I mean? Andrew was good with you though, bro. How you been? Oh my god, we made it across. Oh my god, that is a fucking blessing. Oh, that's a fact, Aiden. That's a fact. Just because others are bad doesn't mean we're like Twinkies, you know what I'm saying? Alright, Aiden. This is the most annoying shit you're gonna see in a while. Beautiful, but annoying. Oh my god. It's breaking my poise too, and this is before the fucking boss. Oh, that did nothing. You know what? Fuck him. Fuck them. Oh my god! Bro! Oh, they're coming in here too! Oh no, they're not. It's impervious to pain? Hold up. Oh, I gotta take that out. Oh, you bitch! I can't move while healing up either. Alright, come on, you cock. Look what we're fighting, guys. Are you gonna spit? Alright, talk about epic. Of course I can't freaking reach him. Oh no, that's not good. That's gonna explode. Oh, okay. I thought that was gonna explode. I got this. I got this. This guy's out of here. Oh, I missed. Let's fucking go. Watch out, skinwalkers, they can shape-shift into people and animals. Yeah, man. Let's fucking go, bruh. 60k souls too, bro. Alright, we're gonna hit this right here. Let's do this, man. It was easy, says who, Aiden? Yo. My heart is racing right now. Alright, we're gonna go endurance. Strength. Do that right there. Let's do that right there. And then we're gonna use some soul items to possibly bring us back up, so we could possibly level up a little more. One sec, guys. It says the absolutely no health. The real way to spot the difference is they act like normally and can even be your pet inside your house. That is crazy. So, a Latino superstition is that if you hear knocking at your door late at night, the custom is to not answer the door, because if you open up a door, you actually allow the spirit to come inside with you. So I'm like scared of open doors now because I'm fucking my parents and shit. Crazy. Alright, we're gonna use this. This probably just gives us a fuck ton of souls. 20k souls, yeah. Alright, let's we're gonna use the other one. Come on, bro. Alright, let's see how much we can level up. We're gonna put this into endurance, bro, because I'm lacking there. You've heard that too? Yeah, man. There's a ton of Latino superstitions, bro. Alright, so I don't know if I've told you guys these stories. Don't let your pets out alone. That's a fact. Not only that, the coyotes will get their ass. Bro, they saw coyotes in Nassau County in Long Island. Shit getting real. But check this out. I remember I was like 13 years old, and I had just moved into a new apartment with my family, right? And I remember one night, so my door didn't have a handle on it. We used to put a sock in the door where the door handle goes to be able to close it and for it to stay shut. So when I close the door, you got to give it some oomph. You got to push for the door to open. So I remember, I don't know what time it was, but I remember hearing the door get pushed open. And when I looked to see what's coming in, I see like a green mist, like a green bright mist moving towards me. And but the mist was like in the shape of a person. And I remember I turned towards it, put my feet on the floor, like I rolled off the bed, sat on the bed, put my feet on the floor, and just after that I remember waking up. About a month later, I hear my grandma speaking to her sister about seeing the same thing, but in the other apartment. Facts. Those are facts. So yeah, those things tend to be real sometimes. You know, I'm not saying it's spirits or anything like that. For me, at least, I think that ghosts are things that can be explained with science. You know, I think there are. So I believe in Jesus. Right, I want to put that out there first. Right, but I believe that there are different like universes and different dimensions, and I think that sometimes the stuff that we see when it comes to UFOs and, you know, ghosts and stuff like that, I think those are people or beings from other places, other universes that are like sort of bleeding into ours. That's my theory on it. Yeah. All right. So we got rid of this shit. We got rid of that. We got to go back to Sunlight Altar now. Daughter of Chaos. Dark Moon Tomb. Chamber of the Princess. We're gonna go to Firelink and see what's new over there. We haven't been to Firelink in a while. Aiden, that's true, bro. That's true. But my conspiratorial mind won't let me believe that space is what they tell us it is, you know? And Aiden, I know you're a young man, and I'm not telling you to not believe, you know, what your textbooks tell you, right? But if you really think about it, are me and you ever gonna go to space? You know what I mean? Like, are we ever gonna go into orbit? Me, you, Kuhlman, anybody. We can only see people claim to have done it. And that's where I find the issue. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? That's where I find the issue. Look at this dude sleeping. Big ass. Good doubt, Caden. Appreciate you, boy. We're having esoteric conversation. Yeah, can't trust all that without proof. 100%. All right, we're gonna upgrade our Estes Flask one more time. Thank goodness. What else do I have here? We're gonna travel again. We're gonna warp to the Sunlight Altar. Dude, that Miami Mall shit, that's freaky stuff, bro. Oh, that's not where I wanted to go. No, that's not where I wanted to go. Dark Moon Tomb, it can't be that. It's not on Orlando. Chamber of the Princess? That's not where I want to go either. Crystal Cave, nah. The Depths, no. Daughter of Chaos. Gotta go back to Firelight. I gotta wake that snake up. Yeah, the Miami Mall shit, that's... The Miami Mall shit is insane, bro. Wake your bitch ass up, come on. I can't hit him either, bro. I mean, I can. Why you sleeping, bitch? Oh, I got stuff to give people too. These are upgrade materials. Soul of the Sea to Scaleless. Bequeath Lord Soul Shard. Crystal Ember. Ember for Blacksmith. Weapon Ascension. Repair box. Alright, so I got some shit to give people. We're gonna rest the bonfire and see if we can warp on Orlando. Yeah, we're gonna go to on Orlando. Yeah, dude, that whole Miami Mall story is fucking insane. I'm sorry, but there's no way in hell people should believe that. You know what I mean? There's too many witnesses that said that it was 9-foot tall aliens. Like, legit. That's what they were saying. I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's aliens. And I also feel like they're preconditioning us for that. Yeah, I feel like they're preparing us. No, you bitch! Oh, thank God. That's what they always do. Bitch asses. Yo, I'm so, like, salty. You know what I'm saying? Like, evidence that's so important to humanity, we're just gonna destroy it. Like, you guys hear of, like, the Library of Alexandria? You heard that one, Kuhlman and Aiden? So the Library of Alexandria, during the, I think it was the Roman conquest. It was either during the Roman conquest or during Alexander the Great. There was a library in Egypt And apparently that library held all the knowledge that the Egyptians have like recovered throughout thousands of years. And during the conquest days, the library was like destroyed. And apparently what was destroyed with it was like how the pyramids were made, how they made certain structures and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And since we're on the subject of the pyramids, I think the pyramids were created with sound manipulation. Yeah, I think the pyramids were made with some kind of sound frequency or something like that. Where are you? Look, Aiden, it's Master EG. Come on, bro. Why you got me next to the fucking blacksmith? Yo, these enemies are annoying as shit, bro. He's staying right next to the blacksmith also. Knowing if I hit him, it's a wrap. God damn. You think people are making the pyramids too complicated? It could be that too. But you gotta think about it. They moved those big ass stones from like a quarry 500 miles away through the sand. I don't know. Unless they were created before it was a desert. And if the pyramids were created before it was a desert, that just means the civilization goes back further than what they say it is. I'm just saying. Maybe humanity is older than we think it is. You know what I mean? Oh, enchanted falchion. I just got this. Let's see what this could do. This seems like a fast weapon. Alright, that's a magic weapon. Got a lightning spear. Crystal Knight Shield. That's a fact. 5 to 10 tons each. Aiden, that could be the truth. Yeah, I think that could be it too. But weird shit. Just saying, weird shit. They've also got certain structures, right, that are the lines are too straight. You know what I mean? Like so, almost like they were cut by a razor, you know what I mean? The law of levers? I never heard that. Let's reinforce some armor, bro. Fang Bora helm. Got a bunch of shit I'm not gonna use. Eastern armor. Samurai, anyone? That helm's pretty cool. Elite Knight helm. I love this. I love this helm. This is the quintessential Dark Souls helm right here. Simple physics, but complicated to use in a situation like that. Yeah. Have you heard of the Dogon people? The Dogon tribe in Africa? Or Dogon tribe, whatever. Alright, let's go find a fight, bro. Let's go sit at a bonfire and go look for a fight. So the Dogon tribe is a tribe in Africa that they were discovered like in the early centuries, you know, and they were able to map out Sirius A and Sirius B without telescopes, like map it out to like perfectly. I forgot what. I'm probably killing the constellation, but they were able to map out some constellation or solar system that we weren't able to discover until like recently. They're called the Dogon tribe, if you want to look them up. Alright, this motherfucker ain't waking up. So we gotta go put in some more work. We're gonna warp to Dark Moon Tome, Daughter of Chaos, the Depths. Daughter of Chaos. Let's go there. Yeah, look at that smaller world, it seems, so they should notice smaller details. That is true. Do you have anything to say, ma'am? Oh, she's a firekeeper. I guess not. Alright, we're gonna go into alright, we did the Duke's Archives. We're gonna go into the Demon Ruins. Yeah, that sounds amazing. Yeah, I've been trying to talk to her for a while. She just don't want to say anything to me. It's fucking sad, honestly. Alright, this is the Demon Ruins, guys. And I don't know what's down here. First time being here. Let's use a humanity. Get flowers and chocolate? Oh, you're a gentleman, bro. That's cool shit, man. Guy's a player. All right, now. I don't know if these guys do anything bad to us, so I'm gonna leave them be. They look like they're praying. And the last time I killed one, the spider lady didn't say anything to me. Talking about the Dogon people. Yeah, some ancient civilizations have been able to map like the stars without telescopes and all that shit. I really think that have you guys heard of the Younger Dryas? Have you heard of that, Aiden? The Younger Dryas hypothesis? So the Younger Dryas is back in. There's a fog door over there. Something like 11,500 years ago, or 12,000. Am I supposed to go in this lava? Something way back then. There was a bolide hit the Earth, and a bolide is like a comet. You know, I think you might spend too much time. I spent too much time on Reddit. No, this is actual facts. What I'm going to tell you right now. So back in like 12,000, between 12,000 BC and 10,500 BC, a bolide hit the North American ice shelf. And what it did was it raised sea levels overnight by 30 feet. So you ever notice how there are flood myths everywhere? All over the world there's a flood myth. Every civilization has one. So they say that the reason why there are a lot of like underground civilizations, right? Like, You have civilizations that built structures underground going 30, 40 feet deep. Like 30 stories, all that shit that could fit 20,000 people. So why do you need a city underground that could hold 20,000 people? Unless you expect something like really, some kind of catastrophe to happen, right? Or something bad did happen, right? So there were two of those instances. One happened before the other, like, and they were like 2,000 years apart. So the theory is that it happened the first time, and then everyone started preparing for the, you know, just in case type of deal. And then it did happen. So that's how they're trying to explain, like, Göbekli Tepe, the pyramids to an extent, and some of the ancient cities where they're, you know, underground. Yeah, that's called the Younger Dryas hypothesis. If you'd like to know more about that stuff, there's a guy that his name is Randall Carlson and Graham Hancock. If you're into that stuff, you should maybe check those boys out. They could explain it better than I am. Alright, so first we were dealing with crystal caves, now we gotta deal with fucking lava. Music's my ears. Skeleton ahead. Alright. Down is certain doom, so we got no choice but to go this way. Nah, no, I didn't find them on Reddit. I found them on the Joe Rogan podcast. Need hiding place? Try divine. I don't know, but I feel like something bad's gonna happen. It's too calm. I think so. I'm not sure. Sometimes in these games, you'll have a fog door and nothing happens. I have a lot of Snapple facts, Kuman. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, that's what we're doing. All right. Okay. This is what we're doing. And pray tell, what is your name, sir? Oh, it's not a boss. But I bet you gotta fight it at some point. That is some freaky shit. Alright, what's this? Oh, ceaseless discharge. That sounds like something that sounds like some kind of infection. Ceaseless discharge. Oh, he packs a punch too. But so do I. Alright, we're gonna wait for him to attack again. Yeah, this guy's donezo. Yeah, he's done. Come back. Come back one more time, buddy. Oh, he repositioned. Are they all so fucking weak? Oh, he got me there. Okay. He's done, though. Give me whatever you're dropping. Hulkamania to that, boy. Let's go, bro. That can't be the boss's area. I think it's letting the lava go. It's like draining the lava. Oh, it hardened the lava. No, I didn't get any souls for that, bro. Oh, I got 20k souls. All right. Yeah, there's a lot more to do over here. See those demons down there? Oh, man. But yeah, I have a lot of Snapple facts, guys. I'm the Snapple facts dude. You know what I mean? I also read a lot of books too. Aiden, do you like to read, bro? Kuman, you like to read when you get a chance? Like, I love learning new stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love gaining new knowledge, new knowledge. Stuff like The Hobbit. The Hobbit's dope, bro. Like the original, like I like the books more than the movies. Cause dude, The Hobbit was fucking creepy. Oh yeah, people don't know that the Hobbit was creepy as shit. If you like The Hobbit, you gotta read A Song of Ice and Fire. You'd love that shit. A Song of Ice and Fire is one of my favorite books ever. All right, so I'm gonna level up over here. Now they're chasing me. We're gonna level up over here, and then we're gonna see what's up with those demons down there. I don't think this is the end of this fight. You have a Lord of the Rings chess set. That's fire. I love chess also, bro. I remember when I was in, I believe the 3rd grade, we had a teacher that, if we finished our work on time, that we could be able to play chess, at least one game of chess. And I remember how thirsty and anxious we were to play chess. You know what I mean? And it's a simple game, but like it's super complicated at the same time, man. And like, I miss those days. Look at what we're dealing with over there. And that shit's creeping towards me. Look at these things. I bet you they pack a punch. Oh. Fuck you. Yeah, we're out of here. He stung me with some weird shit. I wonder if some type of buildup, like some kind of affliction happens when he's staying down here too long. In 6th grade, I got a class. We're doing homework. And I finished mine early, got a mint and a chess game. Yeah, man, that's how it was back then, bro. A sticker and a game of chess, bro. We were happy as shit. Couldn't tell us nothing. All right, that's not a way to go. We're going to keep moseying on along. I see some shinies over there. I'm going to try not to antagonize those demons, though. I don't know how successful I'm going to be with that. We got another guy over here. This looks like the pits of hell, bro. Oh, this is a Capra demon. I could have swore I hit you. Alright. Demon Great Machete. Okay. So that's definitely a Capra demon. Yeah, it's definitely creepy here. Like, I'm not liking this one bit. But, yeah. Onward we go. Alright. I know eventually I'm going to get to a boss. So I should try to, like, tell your dad how far you are. And he said, good luck. Oh, yeah? Tell your dad I said, what's up, bro? Your dad likes Dark Souls? That's what's up, bro. W Pops. Pass the vibe check. That's exactly how I am with my daughters. Both my daughters are gamers, but my oldest daughter's like, she's like a legit die-hard gamer. Oh, he beat DS1, 2, and Bloodborne? Oh, that's what's up. So he's in the know. This is another... Forgot the name of this demon. Oh, they're fucking... Get up. Get up, you bitch. Oh no, get up. Why are they so fast? That did nothing. That did nothing at all. They're on my ass, bro. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, he came from the other direction. Oh, that was certain. You know, I had to know I was gonna die there, bro. He's doing the Elden story with you? Run faster? I was trying, bro. My little feet couldn't make it. Alright, guys. I'm gonna end this here. Because, just getting my ass whooped. It's getting, like, kind of lame at this point. But, I'm gonna be on tomorrow night. Appreciate you guys for coming in. You know, the conversation's always fucking flowing when you guys are in here. But tomorrow, I'm gonna plan something a little different. I think I'm gonna start with Expedition 33 first, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, I think we're gonna start with Expedition first, and then we'll continue on with Dark Souls. We got to an interesting spot. We beat a few bosses. Gotta be proud for that. We made some progress. Thank you guys, bro. Thank you guys so much for stopping in. God bless you guys. Have a good night. And tell your pops thank you for wishing me luck, man. That's awesome, man. Good night, guys.